so forth. Many people are just enter into the ministry when there is no specific call, where they ended in failure. Oh, their ministry is no success when there is no divine direction. And then today, we will continue to talk about the danger of refusing to enter the ministry when there is a definite call. God's call is very clear to you, but if you are trying to escape it, if you are trying to run away from the call of God, that is danger. On the other day, he also talks about William Carey, James Lorraine, Sakupa and Kubola, we call him Mizo, the one who preached the gospel. Even David Livingstone, there are many missionaries who have a clear call. In times of all hardship, difficulties, they never look back. They go on and preaching the gospel. So this morning, yes, we will talk about maybe two things. The first thing that we will be looking into, that is the dangers of refusing to enter the ministry when there is a specific call. The example that we have, what example that we have? We just discussed it at third year. Third year, how many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This morning we discussed, right? Under the minor prophet, there is called Jonah, right? The story of Jonah. There is a definite call. God called him, and then even He directed him to be a special places where he is going to proclaim the gospel. But what the reactions of Jonah was that no, he didn't want to go for that. Actually, the Gentile, the Nineveh, the Assyrian peoples are the enemy, the long enemy of the Israelites in the history. Even they are very cruel, the wicked people. The way how they torture the Israelites are really, bad. So the desire of Jonah was that let God discipline, let God punish the people of the Nineveh. God called him to preach the Gentile nation, but he is trying to run away. But what was happening there? It was not success, right? There was no place where the presence of God is not. That means all the places, everywhere, the presence of God is there. Though he's trying to run away, taking another ticket for, to Tarsus. But what was happening there? God pulled him back, called him back to the nature. I hope you all, knows about the story of Jonah. There is nowhere to turn away from the calling of God. One of the Baptist pastors, even sometimes I love to listen his sermon in the YouTube. He was there in Aizawl, but maybe sleeping, I do not see him these days. So his testimony is also, something like that. God called, he said, he wants to go for another training, another secular training. And then after his vacation, he went there and helped in one of the mission school there. So from there, he said, I realized I have a clear call from God that God wants me to be a pastor. But when he journeyed, somehow, he don't like to go for, theological training. And then he went to, another doctor. He wanted to be a doctor, another officer. And then he said, I write, and then, but in all the area that I did, I cannot success. Some problem is there. Some failure is there here. And he said, at last I realized that, that may be the hands of God. And then when I was there in the mission school, I know very clear that, full-time ministry, I have to enter into the full-time ministries of God. But he has another idea, to go here to study a doctor and all that. But in all that he feels a problem is happening there. At last, he said, I pray to God that, God, I'm sorry. You want me to be a pastor, but I'm trying to, do my own ways where all the things are blocked. So he said, I pray to God, and then ask forgiveness, and then I go for the entrance of the DD course, and then I pass it and go for MTHCC. So after he finished, he is one of the most successful pastors among the Mizoram Baptists. So you may have heard some of the testimony like that. So if there is a specific call, if you are very clear about your calling, if you did not go, there is a danger. Oh, that's what we are talking about here. God wanted you to go there in Bangladesh, in Myanmar, among the kind people or the unbeliever. But if you refuse it, there is a problem. Not only you, Jonah had a problem, right? Not only Jonah, even those who are surrounded by him was affected. Their life were in danger. He said, "Throw me down to the sea. I am the one who is trying to run away from God." So many people think that intellectual endowment, that means those intellectual endowment is the first priority in the ministry to look at it. But that is not true in many areas. Means in the ministry, many people look about the guru. The first position, who is very good in intellectual, they will be fit to be a pastor. He is very good in studies. All the mark is score, A plus. Let him go to be a pastoral ministry. He will be good. That is the intellectual endowment that many people think about in the ministry. But in terms of calling, that is not true. In terms of calling, when the government takes employee, what did they do that? They are taking the fittest person. They will conduct an exam. If they are going to take, for example, a teacher post is there. They will, many people apply for that. They have to write the exam, and then not only that, interview will be taken. The finest and the fittest person will be taken for the government job. If they fail, no chance. Fine, fittest, top priority will be given to us. But in case of calling, in case of the ministry, that is not true. What do we find that in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 26, 27? Wise men, mighty men, noble men are not called. God chose the foolish things. Right? God chose the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. God chose the weak things to the world to confound the things which are mighty. You don't understand that? But you don't go na isu mo kamrega ni. But here na go na check kam lo ni so na har sat na om thira ni lo na. Ege mo thil na om thira ni. But here na go na se missionary ni go ni chiao takin fiye kal lo ni chuan chumi chuan ege mo nang ma har sat na midang te nang ma chang ge ban har sat na ege mo thira ni china pastor testimony te ko se ro. Me pastor to them missionary evangelist to them he chu le ka thiam mai a fin book se pastor tan kan du a thang tia ka mi tam tak nai ka amai mo chu ka mi ka ro bon la hen an ni vet no ti ka kan soi so kan na thon lam chu an exam te kon ta ka thiam na thin ani a thiam a fit le ka thiam pa kan na che pa ni na che na te kan a thiam na thin ani amar chu pa thiam ko na hai ro chu ni lo ni ro Oriental terbuka kacau sebagai grup di seriakan, kovela til ade, kovela til mall ade, meeting loso ade ka patien robol ko na sang. Ilai dia ka patien ko na ka amma kan. Bidang ta kena meeting le fit dan be selai kan, patien na ko ade ka mall de de. In robol na ko hen bagu kulai sa ko sai po thina, robol na mo te hi exam na top Ulma A plus faculty or bola no the individual average student nantia average student jigani thiam philo nilem no de ko ka bola ka thina na ta ka tamzo ini anchi so che hai ko thing that is there is a danger. Disobeying God and refusing God is always having a bad pressure. But here to him, oh, you know, open channel, European channel, result there is not good result. And then the last point. Nature set evidence of divine call. Nature set evidence of divine call. That is very important one. Eighteen-year patient in a cold, to get here. Oh, then he say 18-year patient in long time missionary into a cold here. So the same problem. Oh, 18-year. How will they know? How will she or he know that God wants him to be a pastor? There is a question, right? You think you're going to put some work but here in a book, there are some criteria. Oh, there are some, some evidences divine. The first one they say is personal conviction. What does that mean? Personal conviction. When one believes that God has called him into the ministry, he will be having some sense. That is what they say. Some sense. Something that he will have a sense that, oh, maybe God wants me to be missionary over there. Personal conviction. If God wants me to be a pastor, maybe that the pastoral ministry is where God wants me to be. That is what the first thing. Personal conviction. Understand, right? Personal conviction. That is what many of the people who are in the ministry, they have this sense. Personal conviction. And then another one is that imperativeness of the ministry. Personal conviction, that is just, elaborating. Personal conviction. And then you will know that, for example, Lima is just going for there, some, home visiting and all that. Oh, he is self-ministry and all that. Through that, he also will have some sense in himself that the way how he comes to the people, the way how he talks with the people, that will give him some clue that, oh, maybe God wants me to be a pastor. That growth, some development may be seen in the short course, short term ministry that we have. Hello there, you teach who can you go? Malaso, the law, the Tilti, the Mania, but here in Basor, Robot, living Budia. Missionary, little day, woman, we were to Buyoka, Euro, Mona, Mar, some view, the Patinian, and mission, Nani, with bed, only the Tonia, they were personal, Tilua, and Chena, ah, to but here you go, that's a common sense, account measure. And then the next one is the imperativeness of the ministry. What is imperativeness? Desire. Oh, imperativeness of the ministry. You want to have a great desire that just come from your heart. That, oh, let me go there. God, is it the place that you want me to go? Oh, imperativeness of the ministry. They are really in need of a missionary over there. Why not? Someone they need. But why don't I go and, be a missionary over there? They are in need of a person who will proclaim the gospel. Rombo du chin lu he ta chu ni la chang ro chu ga kong chin ni. Mi de patien mi ten ta bona sang lu ga. Le kan tiam no sia evangelist teacher ram lo. Missionary e ko patien al tu ram lo. Kami du na chu ri la chang ro chu ga de ka kong chin ni. Rombo cha na pastor rombo na ye kai. Pastor kan isu jadi ketim contoh dia lah pastor deh. Oh, ini jauh kita trauma. Ngai tu nanti ada orang kami kan approve. Oh, imperativeness of the ministry. And then what is the last one? The last one is the convictions of others. That is also very important. Convictions of others. That means what? Other people will know that you are faithful. In your family, maybe in your own church member, other member will realize that, who is a good guy. If he go there to be a pastor, he will be very good. Oh, his character is good. The way how he talk is good. If he go to the places, he's fit to be a pastor. That is also another what? Another evidences of the specific. Oh, then he say, "Kale, missionary chi, super sila talk ko yung anong siya moya, atong talk there, today ko yung suniya, there. Oh, come here, come. Oh, that is what the convictions of Father. Midang ka macam ano bodoh ni itu. Oh, midangin. You nak try that? Let's take it. Ini ni mah. Oh, the convictions of Father will is also the determination or the evidences of the divine. So there may be another clue, but this morning we just only talks about three things: the natures of evidences and divine call, personal conviction is there, and an imperativeness of the ministry, and then the convictions of Father. If there comes like that, that may be the point then where you have a definite call, where God wants you to be in the ministry. Try to realize it is not important. It is not hard. Oh, then you pray for about that one, right? That you will know clearly about where God wants you to be. Well, let me stop here. May God add His blessing unto the meditation of this holy word. Amen. Let's all stand and sing one more chorus. Let's sing from the hymn, not the chorus. 489.